The Saban Research Institute at Children's Hospital Los Angeles, regarded as a world-class medical research facility, is reaching out to the young scientists of tomorrow. A new 6-week summer internship program has been established that specifically targets disadvantaged minority high school students of the inner city who may not normally attract the attention they ultimately deserve. Dr. Emil Bogenman heads up the internship program at the Saban Research Institute.
So what are we looking for? We're looking for students who have this inner desire. More often than not, the GPA is not a real good predictor how well someone is doing in the lab.
A lot of these inner city youth really have tremendous amount of talent. We have to create an opportunity for them to come into an environment such as the Saban Research Institute for them to demonstrate what it is that they can achieve.
Lizette Gallardo is a 17-year-old student at Bravo Medical Magnet High School and never dreamed that she, as a high school student, would be working shoulder to shoulder with some of Southern California's greatest scientific minds.
I applied on just the tiniest bit of hope that they would see that I really, really wanted this.
She, on paper, may not have seemed like the standout student of the program. But when I got her into the laboratory, she impressed me in every way.
I needed this opportunity. I needed someone to believe that I could do this.
Her admissions essay reveals a young woman who has overcome many family hardships to follow her dream of having a career in medicine and scientific research.
You see, other students might be thrilled to have straight A's and know that they can get into any university they choose. But my greatest accomplishment is that I got myself up after time and time of being pushed to the ground and motivated myself to get through high school. I know where I want to be, what I want to be, and what path I should take to get there.
The key to the internship program is in establishing mentor relationships. Each student is paired with a leading researcher at the institute. Brandon Bell of King Drew Medical Magnet aspires to be a pediatrician. Who better to have as a role model than Children's Hospital's lead surgeon?
Dr. Ford is like one of the best mentors you could ever have. Like when I first met him, he really made sure that he made time to meet with me and guide me through everything.
Brendan is really a special young man. In many ways, he reminds me of myself, perhaps even more driven than I was at his age.
So when I first met with him, he said like all these positive words, like his expectations of me.
What you could see in his eyes was the desire. He had what we call the fire in his belly.
And I was just like, wow, he's really serious about me, you know. So I wanted to show him that, you know, I'm really serious about what I want to do, that I'm really determined.
Each student had different reasons for wanting the internship. For Vanessa Guzman, it was personal.
My sister has the genetic disorder Prader-Willi syndrome. Prader-Willi syndrome is a genetic disorder in which chromosome 15 is abnormal. When they're older, they may die of obesity or problems caused by obesity, such as heart problems and stuff like that. And I want to help her because I don't want her and other children with just similar genetic disorders or similar illnesses to suffer through that.
So when Vanessa first came to the lab, she was very quiet and shy and a little bit hesitant. It doesn't matter what kind of background they had before. The most important thing to their success is the interest in doing the work.
The stuff that I want them to learn in the laboratory is not watching someone doing something. I want you as a student to get your hands wet and dirty.
I thought like, oh, okay, they would let you in the lab, maybe let you wear a lab coat, you know, give you a little paper. It's not just messing around with some test tubes.
My laboratory researched xenotransplantation, which is the transplantation of pig hearts into humans.
I was working with cells, using like complex machines, hemocytometers.
We transplanted the hearts into another mouse.
Spectrophotometers, working under like sterile environments and everything.
And then Dr. Driscoll comes in and she tells me what proteins I'll be looking for today.
Wow, I'm actually doing all this. I'm like being like one of them.
One of the hallmark of science is that you do an experiment, you get a result, but you have to communicate the result to the community, to other scientists.
For each of our newly minted scientists, it would all come down to one final presentation in front of a crowd of peers, family members, and some of the nation's leading doctors and researchers.
Presenting here was a kind of hard experience because, you know, of course there's that nervousness that came.
I had a fear of like messing up in front of all these really smart people, intelligent people from the hospital.
And then when I actually got up to the podium, I just figured, you know, what else is going to happen? Like if I don't try, then that's just going to be worse than trying and messing up. So I just went for it with all I had.
There's an investment up front in the science as a follow-up of leading them into the college and hopefully through college. We held a workshop with college counseling, financial aid, and they had one-on-one meetings with the counselor to go through the issues. What are the next steps that we need to have in place? We're not only treating ill children, we're also basically enhance the well-being of healthy children by providing them with educational opportunities.
Likewise, we have to be a shining light for all the children in our community to educate them, to mentor them, and to try to improve their access to higher education, better opportunities.
There's just like this whole new world out there open for me. I think it feels like I have a home here at Children's Hospital Saban for life.